year's live stream. Do I hope I'm wrong? Absolutely, but just know that my expectations are very, very high. Wow, I've gotta say, this video aged like fine wine. Glitch Productions, the creators of Murder Drones along with the Amazing Digital Circus, put out GLITCHx. Now if you're familiar with GLITCHx, it happened last year in 2023 around November, and it was a live stream with a bunch of other indie animation or indie animated shows, creators, with also a bunch of voice actors from these shows doing a few game shows, drawing contests, and a few interviews here and there. GLITCHx 2024, or GLITCHx this year, just recently happened last week. Now if you watched my previous video about GLITCHx, I predicted that it would be absolutely terrible, or at least wouldn't really live up to the hype as it was last year. And I am sad to say that I was absolutely correct. However, I do have a few opinions on it that are a little bit different, and I also want to just voice my opinions in general, so that's what I'm going to do in this video. First off, we actually did get a voice acting segment in GLITCHx, which I was actually very surprised by. However, I shouldn't be, since they did make a community post a little while ago asking for skit ideas, which kind of just slipped my mind when I made my video last week. Now this would be fun. I mean, we got a voice acting segment which was already more than I was expecting, since I expected there to be literally nothing, and I'm glad for that, except for the fact that it's 5 out of the around 55 minutes of the entire thing, which is nothing compared to the other segments which were very, very long, like the interview with the creator of Godspeed, who I forgot the name of, who the editor will be putting on screen, which I actually really liked and I will get into a little bit later, but also the fact that a bunch of indie shows also got shout out in GLITCHx and took up the majority, which again there's nothing wrong with. I really am proud of GLITCHx for doing this and shouting out other small indie shows that haven't gotten a lot of or enough attention recently, but then again, I would have liked to see a little bit more voice acting jigs or games or anything, at least 10 minutes. And we also have to understand that getting together all these voice actors, who we have proven, especially with Michael Kovac for an example, are very much busy with other stuff that they're doing, such as voicing other characters in other shows. I mean, you can't practically go anywhere in the indie animated space without seeing Michael Kovac in the credits of some random pilot. Also, while we're just on the topic, it would be practically impossible for Glitch Productions to set up some sort of call or some sort of meeting with all of the other creators or large creators of other shows like Vizzy Pop with Hell of a Boss, or the creator of Lackadaisy, Liam Vickers, or just literally anyone who is in the drawing contest like segment we got last year, considering the fact that they are all probably more busy than ever, and so we just have to recognize that that was practically impossible to do, and I'm very surprised how they were just able to do it last year. However, coming back to my original topic about the voice acting segment, it would have been probably doable to get at least 12 minutes, not just 5 minutes. I mean, 5 minutes in a basically very large video, especially with it being an hour long, was very, very underwhelming, I guess I would say, and it would have been way better if it was at least just, you know, like 12 or 15 minutes. Speaking of the runtime of GLITCHx 2024, I also have a few thoughts on that. First off, they originally said it was going to be 20 to 30 minutes long, which was very wrong considering the fact that it was like 55 minutes or around that runtime, which I am not complaining about. I very much appreciate them going a little bit over their, or at least what they said was going to be the limit, which was 20 to 30 minutes. Despite all of this runtime, however, it still felt kind of crammed or rushed, especially at the very beginning with all the shoutouts to the other indie shows. I feel like another segment, whether that be just another interview or voice acting games with a different voice actor or just something else I can't think of off the top of my head, would have gone really well if you just placed it in the middle of all these shoutouts, since it felt like it dragged on a really long time and I wasn't really able to fully appreciate all these indie shows that were just flashing across my screen. So another segment in between all of these shoutouts or sneak peeks of different indie shows or pilots would have been really well to break up the entirety of the show, event, what would you call this? I don't know, event, I'm just gonna go with event. But it would also have to be pretty decently long, maybe again 12 to 15 minutes, just how I wanted the other voice acting segment to be. Nevertheless, however, I shall move on to the interview with the creator of Godspeed. This interview was really fun to watch, and I really enjoyed seeing and hearing about all the things that he had to go through in order to create his own show and everything he had to deal with, whether it be problems, solutions, challenges he had to go through, and basically his entire journey of making a TV show. Seeing interviews like this is very inspiring for not only others but me and myself, especially if I'm trying to create my own series. Murder Drones would have coming at some point in December, hopefully, I don't know. Basically, I just want to see more cool interviews like this with other well-known people in the indie animated space, because it's really inspirational and I really like to see insight on people's journeys throughout the entire show making business. The last thing thing I want to talk about from GLITCHx. Where was the Gaslight District? I'm sure at least some of us were expecting some sort of news to come from GLITCHx about the Gaslight District. Now, I understand, or don't really understand, but are able to accept that something probably just happened behind the scenes and they just weren't able to show a sneak peek, and they'll probably just release it as a separate video in the future, probably in like early 2025, hopefully. Nevertheless, however, it would have been really nice to get some sort of update or some sort of acknowledgement more than just flashing the previous sneak peek you showed last year across the screen anonymously without giving us any actual detail or information about the actual show. However, I won't say too much because I am considering making an entire video just based on the Gaslight District in general, which then I could go into more depth. So subscribe and stay tuned for that. Also, like the video if you actually liked it. Comment down below if I missed anything or what you liked or hated about GLITCHx. Stay tuned, and I'll see you next time.